By the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe.
So for anyone watching for today, my name is Chastity. I am one of the CEOs of Second Chance Enterprise, and what we're doing today is we're just having an interview with one of our clients, and I just want to talk about how determined she was just going through our program, not just determined, but nonstop, just putting in the work. So she is a serial entrepreneur, and she is always busy. But she found the time to kind of still go through the program because we do have a self-paced course within the program. And she just still took that time. I don't know if she did on the weekends. I don't know if she put extra time after like coming after her long busy day. I don't know. But she was able to get her Airbnb in 3 weeks, get it up and running, and also start to receive bookings. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself a little bit more, and you can kind of say your name. Just say your background, where you're from, a little bit about where you're from, not too much, and just introduce yourself and what you do.
Sure. All right. So I am Jerry. I go by J Mac. So most people know me by that because that's what I use when it's dealing with anything entertainment, business wise, or anything that I do with my businesses. From Houston, Texas. So that's where I'm currently at right now. My Airbnb is currently in Houston as well. Hopefully we can get some national ones later. But for now, we definitely using my old spot. So I was lucky enough to use the spot that I used to stay at and work out a deal with the landlord. Thanks to you, thanks to Second Chance help with how to approach that situation because I had no clue. A little bit background. I know about Airbnb, so I used to host Airbnbs myself before this program. So I already had enough knowledge to know how it works. But I do want to give you your props for helping me know how to approach being more of as a business than just having people in my home. So that definitely was, a learning step for me, making it as more of a business versus, just an extra income. So yes, that you definitely helped me with that. So serial entrepreneur, yes, she was correct on that. I have multiple businesses. I won't go too far into that due to time. But everything dealing with entertainment. So anything dealing with events, networking, influencing, branding, that's pretty much my forte. Now properties. Now properties.
Yes. And real estate investor.
Real estate investor, exactly.
You become a real estate investor once you start seeing a return on investment on your property. If it doesn't matter if it's like only $100 starting off, $500 a month, $1,000, $2,000, that's still, you're making something from it, right? It's not something where you're just living. It's not a residential property where you're just living at. So share more. I wanted to kind of ask you, like, what was like one issue? Because she's done a little bit like Airbnb before us, like coming to us. But what was like one issue you felt like you was having like prior to like talking to me and meeting with me?
Okay, so before I was just doing it as shared room, so I would still live in my spot or not be there, and they would be able to still rent a whole room and still have access to everything other than my bedroom. So the difference now is that, of course, I don't live there anymore. So I had to refurnish my place. So you helped me with that, knowing how to find it on a budget. Of course, I know I'm a shopper, so I know how to shop very, very, very well. But, just being able to get some ideas from you on that, as well as before I was just doing it on a shared room versus now I'm out of there and I still have to make a decision of, hey, do I want to keep this place and still make this, contract with the landlord? So you definitely helped me with that because I never had to do anything like that before. It was just me, it was my spot. I was able to do whatever I wanted to. But since I moved out, I wanted to make sure that the landlord at the property I was at knew what I was doing, just in case somebody walks in, maintenance, do anything. But yeah, so it's basically mine. Only thing is I pay somebody else to keep up with the lease. But other than that, he gave me full access to be able to kind of run it how I want. So currently, I have it as a 1 bedroom, but with, some of your your advice, as well as me knowing a common sense that I need to hurry up and make the master bedroom into the 2nd bedroom as well.
Yes, so Jerry has she has 2 bedrooms. So right now she's in the phase of like transitioning the 2nd bedroom. The way the place is like structured, it's able to have like the whole bottom floors to their self. So the person, the Airbnb, whoever comes in, they have the kitchen still, they have their own bathroom, they have a living room, they have a room. So it still gives them full access. So what the point is, just she did everything legally. I think that's something different from what she did before. Not saying she did anything wrong, but just make sure she's properly structured. So I think that's what we did, just coming in, structuring things, making sure she talks to the landlord, getting that paperwork, right, protecting her. Because a lot of people say, oh, my landlord said that, you said yes, right? But they don't have it in writing. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, the landlord can always switch up and say, oh, this and that. So we got it in writing. And then, yeah, so that's everything.
And the location. So great thing about me is that I already knew that, because I was getting it hits already when I had, when I stayed at the place. So I knew it was going to be a quick turnaround. But what was great is that, like you said, I'm very eager and determined. I'm a very, very busy person, extremely busy. I think it's too busy for my own self, my own time. But at the same time, I am very go-getter. So if I say I'm going to go into something, I'm going to go in, and I'm not. So once, I started this program, and I said, okay, I can't be sitting on it. I need to get it done. I mean, the more money, the more I don't have it booked, the more I'm losing money, because it's still my place, right? So, I mean, as soon as I knew, okay, the first floor is all done, I need to make some money right now. I put it on and like literally worded it how I wanted to word it, to where I knew, just being a salesperson myself, knowing how to word it to where I can attract people to it quickly. And I mean, the first week I booked it, I put it up, I had like 3 bookings. Yes. So
I was like,
I know.
She did it with her significant other, and Godfrey told me in the meeting, and I was like, they booked. I said, yeah, up and running. So she did kind of she just, she got things done like she said she was. So, and I think what I want to say is she thought outside the box. I think that was really, like, that's why I was super excited, because we didn't tell her to, oh, let's do that. She thought of that herself. And some people that do come to us, they don't think outside the box. And when I say think outside, some people actually have properties and do not utilize the properties. Some people have parents who have like a duplex. I know people that have duplex with their parents, and the other unit is just sitting there. That's not thinking outside the box. So what we do at Second Chance Enterprise, it's a mental thing. We do help people mentally say, okay, this is what you can do. I mean, you didn't think about that. It's just expanding your mindset, right? That's kind of what we do at Second Chance Enterprise. So I wanted to ask, why did you choose to work with me over other people? And the reason I say it is just because there are like other Airbnb coaches and hosts out there and information on YouTube. What was it like? Okay, what was during our meeting? What was something I said, or any reviews that kind of attracted?
Yeah. Okay. So not to brag, but I do get a lot of people in my DMs on social media, just because I'm considered an influencer, and just because they see me as an entrepreneur. They like, okay, well, maybe she would want that. So I did get approached by a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people in the same industry as yourself. And I want to say, either you or your team, somebody reached out to me, and I don't know what it is about me and signs and energy. I just go by whatever it feels, because I was like turning down everybody. I was like, I don't have time for that, blah, blah, blah. And you know me now enough to know that I'm very transparent. I'm very nice, but I'm straight to the point. Like, nope, yeah. I mean, even when you ask me things, nope, I can't. Yes, I can. Like, it is what it is. But it was something about the feeling. Once I read that, they were like, hey, we can have, help you. And I think it was also your pricing and how you were willing to work with payment plans and giving good deals. And I was like, let me look and research a little bit more. Let me do a consultation with her, because I'm still not sold all the way yet.
Yeah.
But it's something it's something that's telling me to at least listen, you know, because I can be hard and like, at least listen. Let's see.
It's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
So let me
Yeah.
say this. She prayed. I believe you prayed. She prayed on it, like before we had our second meeting. And a lot of people have done this. Like some people are saying like they've had signs come to them or they prayed on it. And she said she gonna pray on it. I said, okay, we gonna schedule next meeting. You let me know. And I guess the Holy Spirit was just like talking to her and saying, okay, this is something someone can help you. And yes, we do have like very affordable prices. Because we are looking to help the typical 9-to-5 workers. Even if you are an entrepreneur that is watching, we are looking to help you as well. So,
and also I have a very supportive significant other too. So I think without him, I probably still wouldn't be able to do it because I was doing a lot of transitioning in that time frame that you approached me. So it was like, you know, yeah, it doesn't cost a lot, but yeah, I got money. You know, I got responsibilities. I got money that's being pulled in other places. So me and him have always talked about doing something like this. So again, believing in signs, you know, you came along. Me and him was already talking about something like this. I already knew I wanted to turn that place into Airbnb. I already knew I was moving. So it just all kind of aligned with each other. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, it got to be somebody I feel confident enough that would help. You know, I mean, I feel like I know it all. I feel like I knew a lot. But it had to be something I feel like this person is going to add value. It's going to be something that I feel like I need to hear versus I already know. So I think with your second chance, that's what it was. It was like, okay, I'm hearing things. You were very, very involved, very hands-on, very checkup, you know, even with, you know, me paying you, we already paid you. You still didn't just say, okay, I took their money and that's it. You literally was following up with us and you created more of a friendship with us versus just somebody trying to get us to, you know, invest or not invest into you, but, you know, give you money towards your program. You really made it feel like more of a, okay, I'm a friend trying to help you out kind of thing. So I like that. So yeah, so you're a very approachable person. So that's important.
I feel like when you actually care about helping others and you know doing these things, then it's, you know, this is my purpose. So I'm aligned with this. Everything's gonna work out properly. And I actually care about helping different people and helping, you know, financially, right? This is financial literacy. Any educational program that can help you in return make more investments is financial literacy and just learning that. So what was one thing, and we're gonna wrap it up real quick, real soon, but what is one thing that you like from the course? Now I know her significant other, they kind of was watching the course back and forth, but was there anything like your favorite week? So the first week is mindset, just to kind of give you a reminder. The second week is like finding properties. We went over. Third week is market analysis and other things. And fourth week is just like, okay, now it's finding the right system, right? Cleaning company. We went up a little bit over maintenance. What was your favorite week or something that?
Well, I would say every week was something I took from it, except for the last one. So the maintenance part, I really didn't dig deep into that. I feel like, and the cleaning person, I already had people that I can, you know, trust, and if I need to go that route. It was really more like the mindset. Again, sorry, enough with the mindset. I mean, like I said, every week I feel like had a point to it, except for the last part. The mindset, definitely have to have a mindset because again, I'm being pulled all over the place. So if I'm not really into it, it's not going to get done. I'm not going to lie. I needed you to stay on me like you did for me to continue to remember like, okay, do you really want to go this route? Because it was either yes or no, because I'm getting ready to move out, getting ready to leave. So I had to make a decision really quick. Either I'm getting ready to give this place up or I'm going to turn it into seeing what it'll do for me, you know, in the investment side. So I think setting my mindset to say, hey, I already said I want to do something like this. I have a property already that I can invest in. I have a cool landlord that I feel like the right, you know, me being a great tenant and was going to buy out the place anyway. It kind of worked out in my favor to be able to be very transparent with him on what I'm doing and what's going on. So that helped. So yeah, just that mindset, just being able to say, okay, if you're going to do it, let's go. Let's just go.
And let me tell you, I was on top of her. Like if she did not show up to the calls, I was out texting her or something other. I do this for all my clients, right? It's no one, it's just like, but I do this for everybody as much as I could, because sometimes I do have a lot of people to talk to and reach out to. So sometimes I'm like, hey, where you was at? I don't care. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Making sure you're okay, because I want to make sure you're on track. So just to wrap it up, because she does have to go. To anyone that is watching, so just to make it clear, so I'm gonna ask 2 more questions and then wrap it up. So where would you think, like, just tell them more about your outcome of like going through the program, meeting with me, and the process. So where are, like, describe more about your Airbnb, and how you decided to do pricing, and just tell a little bit more about that.
I do see it coming. So that's the good thing about it, is that I do see the forecast and all this stuff, and the bookings are just now coming in. So what I see right now is the forecast, being able to know, like, okay, the summer's coming up. I'm in a great area. I'm able to tell all the attractions that's near me. So not just selling on the place, I'm also near all the businesses. I'm near medical centers. So travel nurses can come in, medical students come in, people that need to get treatments. They don't want to stay at the hospital, but they can still get treatments and go to the hospital, but stay in town and stay at an Airbnb. I got that. So I see all the potential that's coming, people that's staying here for the summer, people that's coming here for business, people that's traveling. So what I would say is, just have a plan. Like, like if you already know, hey, I want to do this Airbnb thing, what's going to attract people to want to stay at your place? Mine's is the area. Mine's is the things that you can do around here. It's fun places and it's business places, So me being able to use that, me being able to use some of the sites that you told me outside of Airbnb. I mean, was it verbo.com or something like that?
Yeah, Verbo, Booking, Expedia. So there's other platforms that you can put the property on. And then just to wrap it up, is there, to anyone that is watching, right, that may be on the fence about booking a meeting with us or speaking to us about joining the program, what would you say to them?
I would just say, just do it. Like, like I do. Everybody's not spiritual or have the same religion or anything like that. But I would say whatever your thing is to let you know is the right decision, just go with that. And then once you say that it is, just go for it. Like, don't sit on it. Don't overthink it. I mean, if this is something on your mind and then you feel very confident in this person, just go. Like, that's what I had to do. I couldn't keep thinking about it. If I kept thinking about it, then I probably would talk myself out of it, just because I'm thinking of more of like, okay, let me think of the things that won't work.
Yeah.
So when I got, the point of saying, okay, I like what she's saying. Her consultation was good. She wasn't rushing. She was very, open, transparent, even, with how you started and how new you are and everything like that. You're very open. So once I got that feel, like once you get that feel of comfort and that feel of, oh, this person's really is not just about them and what they're getting out of it, she really wants to help, then that just creates a trust. And from there, that's what happened with me. I was able to trust you. I was like, okay, I think this girl is really the real deal.
And it took me a minute to get her. Like, I think it took about 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks to kind of get her in the program. So I built up that trust and that level before she even joined. And then when she joined, it just went from there. So thank you so much, Jerry, for coming on here and just like sharing your experience. She does have to go. Like I said, she's a busy person, but thank you for sharing your experience and how you were able to get your unit up and ready and get, bookings really, really quick. Right. And then we can talk more like about it. I can always talk to her on the side. So for the people that don't know, we have a lifetime access to the Facebook chat. So she can always ask questions there. And if she really does need to book a meeting, she can book a meeting. She can always text me through the Facebook chat. She has our number and she say, oh, okay, I need help with getting more bookings. She can always reach out to us. But for everyone watching, thank you for joining us for today. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.